it when they say use what you got to get ahead. Girls everywhere, you better know it. You're a top commodity girl, go on and show it now.
It's the one and only D Woods, the Katsu Killer, CEO of Wood Grain Entertainment, and you need to definitely be up on all the great things that the Dallas Entertainment Journal is doing. So check them out, and also check me out.
Understand it when they say use what you got to get ahead. Girls everywhere, you better know it. 'Cause treasure what you're sitting on, know what you're sitting on. Hey, you go mine.
Hey, it's Jasmine. I'm here with the Dallas Entertainment Journal, hanging out with D Woods.
Hey.
Very excited to be talking to you as you're stopping in Dallas to hang out at Sisu tonight.
Yes.
Okay, so you're doing a lot right now. And I understand that you're working with music, film. What can we expect to see more of now?
You can definitely expect to see more of everything, but kind of bridging the gap between my theatrical experience, being on stage, and also being on screen with my music, career, and because that's like my goal to like really bridge the gap and like really show the well-roundedness of who I am as a performer. It's not like compartmentalized, like, oh, now you're trying to act, oh, so you dance too. It's like, no, I've been doing all this stuff all at the same time. However, I've only been able to reveal these things in little segments.
And I understand one segment that's really unfolding right now is your acting career. You have a movie coming out with Monique.
Yes, it's called Blackbird. It was directed and screenplay written by Patrick Ian Polk, and Monique and Isaiah Washington are both producers on this film and also are starring in it. And it also features some bright young talent coming up, so we're a part of like this little clique of, hopefully we'll be like the new little Hollywood people after this film, because it's very, very impactful. It deals with a lot of issues of acceptance, of identity, sexuality, a coming of age story. So we'll be bringing on the tears.
So it's a tearjerker, and it's gonna feature pretty much an all black cast.
It's predominantly black, yeah.
Yeah, it's really exciting to hear about this. And when will this film be released?
Well, the world premiere will be during the Pan-African Film Festival, which comes up in February in LA. And from there, it's probably going to take some other festival screenings, and then I'm not sure when the commercial theatrical release will happen, but I know that's where we're starting it. It's a little bit on the same level as the film Precious, and actually this is the first
I'm not ready for another Precious. I can't, like, I'm just now recovering.
Yeah, and this was the first movie that Monique became a part of since she won the Oscar for Precious, so I guess she was just really looking for material that's really going to be impactful.
So she says, you've worked with a lot of really influential people, and you've been blessed with a lot of opportunities to work with people. Who's someone you really admire and enjoyed working with? Would you say you admire Monique?
Oh, definitely. I definitely sat on the side and watched her do her scenes, just soaking in, someone else's process. I had the pleasure of working with both Shirley Murdoch and Eddie Levert this past November with Candy Burris for her debut on-stage musical called A Mother's Love, and that was like an honor because they were really cool and they just would sit and talk with us, on the off time in rehearsal, just really drop gems of wisdom on us, because they've been in the game for so long and they're still doing it, and they're still very like respected and relevant. So it's like, if I can get any of that you got,
do osmosis, just absorb it in.
Yeah, I also got to work with actress Lynn Whitfield earlier in the summer of 2013 with another onstage musical called Rebirth. So that was great because I admired her from the time I saw her in the Josephine Baker Story when I was little.
Love
I was
that
just
movie.
like, oh, I'm working with her. And of course, we know her from Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and she's been in a lot of other, movies.
Do you feel like you are building a lot of longevity in your career? Like you want to see yourself have a long path towards stardom?
Well, I hope so. That's what I hope to do. I'm not in it just to, get a flash in the pan. I really want this to be like my lifelong work. I'm not doing this for right now just to get some money. I don't really see myself doing anything else. You know what I mean? So and having different talents, and you know, being interested in different avenues, but still all in the arts and entertainment, and making a living off of that, you know. So that's definitely what I want.
So you talked about processes, and I'm really curious about your creative process with writing. I listened to your last album that you had drop out. It was the What's Your Favorite Color? And there's a lot of interesting songs, including Goldmine, which was featured on BET, and the video kind of getting the circulation there. What's the writing process like that with pop and R&B songs?
Well, for me, a lot of those songs, My Favorite Color, really come from life experiences. And but it comes from different things. Like sometimes it's just a phrase that's said and you're like, oh, that's a good idea, and you just, you know, kind of jot it down, put it in your phone so you don't forget it. Or maybe it's an actual experience that you went through. For me, Goldmine was an actual experience, because it was like, I just can't understand why it's a bit of a challenge to me as a female to really get respect when I'm walking in a room to try to do business. And you know, then it's like, you know, you gotta play up what you got, you know, other people will tell me. And I've been very like what's the word, a late bloomer, you know what I mean? And not really playing up my assets, if you will. But I have learned that they are greatly admired. So so it's like, okay, I see the difference of a reaction if I wear something like this to a meeting, as opposed to coming in and being like eye to eye, man to man, woman to man, you know what I mean?
Do you feel like that in some way that could hinder you, though, as a female in business? Like, there is the belief that when you come out and you come out strong, that it sometimes can intimidate men. But at the same time, are you really being respected if you're having to cater to that kind of their sentiments and their ideas?
That's the thin line that you walk. But at the end of the day, I feel like you have to find the way that you can manipulate the situation to get what you want, you know.
Are you avoiding being tied down? Are you in a single phase right now? Are you seeing somebody? What's going on in your life?
I'm definitely single, but I wouldn't say I'm avoiding, but I just feel like I haven't come across the right partner, and I don't really want to keep, you know, having trial and error. So it's like, hey, how you doing? If you really catch my attention, you know, you'll catch my attention, but nobody really catch my attention yet.
Wait, where can we catch up with you? Like online? What's your Twitter, Facebook? How can we catch up with you now?
Definitely get all the music on iTunes. You just search D Woods. You can also go find the links to the iTunes on my website, missdwoods.com, MISS, because as we just said, I am single. So dwoods.com, and you can find all the news, pictures, events, links to the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's all the same name, your girl D Woods, YAGIRL D Woods. And yeah, you can find me on a Hollywood tour, and just look up, because we have the dates on there too. So
looking forward to seeing you and more of the Hollywood family and all the great acts that are coming out. So thanks so much for talking with me. With the Dallas Entertainment Journal, I'm Jasmine Ellis.
Hey,